Hello, I'm Lance Dixon, CEO of Curriculum and Training Systems, and I want to welcome you back as we share another session of Foundational Principles of Learning. Now, for the last 2-3 weeks, our weekly broadcast has not been on the air, and for that, we must apologize. The reason behind why we were unable to broadcast the weekly broadcast was due to the fact that as the CEO of Curriculum and Training Systems, I'm also the CEO of Committed Fathers Alliance. And we have been in preparation for the National Father of the Year Award, where we honor a candidate as Father of the Year at the International Fatherhood Conference. This year will be in Kansas City, Missouri. Well, there was a lot of logistical challenges that we had to undertake, and due to those challenges, our weekly broadcast suffered. So we apologize, and we will continue with our weekly broadcast, and we thank you for bearing with us, and we hope you continue to tune in. Once again, this is Lance Dixon, and I thank all of you for listening. Hello and welcome back. This is Lance Dixon with Curriculum and Training Systems, and we want to share some more information on some foundational principles to learning. Now, last week, we spoke to you about types of questions. We talked to you about factual questions. You're asking a question to get specific factual information. You don't want anything that's not detailed. You want anything that's ambiguous. You want factual information. You're looking for specifics. Then there's the thought-provoking question. With a thought-provoking question, you ask a question and it's designed to make the person or the group think, whatever the question may be. We want to provoke thought, give some serious consideration prior to providing an answer. And then there's a yes or no question. Yes or no question is when you just want to get to the bottom line. You want to verify and confirm facts that you have. Yes or no. You don't want long drawn out information. You just want the bottom line. Now that's just a few of the questions we covered last week. Now this week, we're going to kind of shift away a little bit from foundational principles of learning, and we're going to talk a little bit about some psychology. And we're dealing with a gentleman by the name of Abraham Maslow. Now, I've spoken with him, and I've called him one of the founding fathers of foundational principles. And the reason behind that is because his theory on the hierarchy of needs transcends learning, and it actually falls in place with a lot of the other theories that we've covered thus far as laws of learning, the way people learn, etc. So we want to include Maslow's hierarchy of needs in this discussion. Now, Maslow has a theory which basically states that a human being has different categories of needs that must be fulfilled in a certain order. There's the lower level categories, and then there's the higher level categories. And you can't really focus on the higher level categories if the lower level categories of needs are not met. So let's talk about what those categories are. The first one is physiological needs. Now, these are basically needs for survival. Food, clothing, shelter, water. These needs must be met in order to survive. These needs must be met prior to trying to fulfill any of the higher category of needs. This is the lowest level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and it kind of goes into the basic needs. Now, the next level is your safety needs, your security, your safety. Different type of safeties. There can be financial security, financial safety. Are your financial needs being met? And there's physical safety. Anything that's threatening to you and makes you feel unsafe, there is a need there that has to be met. Now, when we talk about physiological needs and we talk about safety needs, they fall into the category of basic needs. And prior to seeking anything else, you gotta fulfill those needs. Now, the next category is the belonging and love needs. Okay, this is where we get into the social network. You gotta deal with your intimate relationships, your family, your friends. Are you being accepted? Do you belong? We have a need to feel accepted by the people in our community, the people in our culture. And if we're isolated, that need is not being met. So that need comes right after the basic needs. Now the next need after that is the esteem needs. What is your self-esteem? Are you comfortable with who you are? Do you have a feeling of accomplishment? Or do you feel like you have a low self-esteem? You don't feel like you're being accepted. You don't feel like you're accomplishing anything. This is going into the psychological needs, okay? The belonging needs, the esteem needs, that falls into that psychological category. So you got your basic needs, which is safety and physiological. Then you got your psychological needs, which is your esteem, as well as your belonging needs and love needs. Now, the highest level, and this is just the basic breakdown, which is 5 levels. There's another breakdown that actually goes to a 6th level. We're not going to cover that. But the basic breakdown, which is the 5 level of needs, the last one is called self-actualization needs. Now, this is the highest in that basic breakdown. And it's about being self-fulfilled. Are you achieving your full potential? Are you feeling like you are doing the things that you were put on this earth to do? Are you accomplishing the things, your goals, your desires? That's the highest level. You can't focus on that level if any of the lower levels have been unmet. And that goes into self-fulfillment needs. Now, once again, let's go over them, okay? First one is the physiological needs. Needs for survival. Food, water, shelter, clothing. Okay, then there's the safety needs, okay? Needs to be secure, physical safety, psychological safety. Those needs to be secure, okay? That falls under basic needs. Then there's the belonging needs, okay? Being accepted by your family, being accepted by your friends, the members of the community. Then there's your personal esteem needs, Do you feel like you are accomplishing things? Do you feel a sense of belonging and well-being as far as what you're accomplishing? That falls under psychological need. And then the highest category is the self-actualization, which falls into a category called self-fulfillment needs. Are you feeling comfortable with the fact that you're accomplishing the goals that you set forth for yourself in life? This is Maslow's hierarchy of needs that goes much deeper, just a basic breakdown. I wanted to share that with you. Well, that's all I have for this week. If there's anything we said that was helpful in any way, please share this video with anybody you believe will benefit from it. On the bottom of our page, you will see links to both our website as well as services we provide and products that we offer. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week.